The prophecy of the split, beautiful souls. So 2 timelines, and the 2 timelines converge. And what's on the other side of that? I talked about it, the figure 8, where you go left or right. Or you can learn to bow to your soul and ignite your soul flame and stand in your center. And as we do with death, bow to yourself and ask yourself where to go. If you're used to casting all your questions to the external and not to the internal, when it comes time to make that decision, other things are going to decide for you. You've put it out there to the other to decide, to entropy thought forms, to egregore, to churches, to belief systems, not going against your belief system. If you don't bow to your soul, none of it's real, because you're not real from this point out, because you're not awake, because your heart isn't living, your soul isn't living. And I knew mine wasn't, so I went through a ton of work to ignite that thing. And I went through a pretty horrible initiation, which, yeah, still the person, that they have their things they need to get about that end of the story, and it ain't my problem. So, if they watch and listen to these videos, good for them. If they don't, good for them. Either way, they'll, I already see the path. I'm not going to deny what I see. They don't know how to stand in their center. And maybe in their own way they are, and doing the best that they can. But that's not my place, to go through that. I know when an entity is body hopping, and that happens when you choose to do things that are negatively entropied, and you choose to off somebody, or you choose to hurt somebody, or you choose to take on evil spirits, which you have to do sacrifice to, in whatever way you choose to do that. The more innocent the thing, the bird, the animal, the soul, the more powerful that evil thing is going to be. So, and that's the case because things have entropied here. If we sacrificed to things, blood sacrifices, and never knew the power of our own soul, we gave energy to all these entropied thought forms that have been used for the grid work for thousands and thousands of years. We call the dragons, and we call the spirits. And some people, like, the Cabal, call the main dragons, and have their name for them, and say they're demons and the jinn. And you should only be able to work with them if you can balance them within the self. So that's what you do with alchemy. And when you choose that path, you're pretty much on your own. You're there to save yourself, like Odin says, not the other way around.